So how do we talk about that settings? How do we do that settings? This one, they are demo templates, but we want our own post to reflect. We want our post to reflect. Let us assume now that these are our posts. We want them to be reflecting. So you just need a settings to do. After you have done with that settings, your site is good to go. By the time you are uploading, it will reflect. So what is that settings? Is that you come to this home page. This is your home page. You click on edit with tag view composer. Click on that, edit with tag view composer. Then it will load the site for you at the front end where you can view the way it look like. Now from here, we have to edit our website and see the way it will look like. So how do you edit it now? You will be clicking on it. All of these things, they are sections. If you understand, when we talk about page builder, if you understand page builder, this is also tag view composer is also a page builder. It's also a page builder that is used to build a magazine website. So what you need to do is click on this first one. Click on this first section here. This is a section. This is another section. When you scroll up, this is another section. Keep scrolling up. This is another section. So like that. So let's come back to the first section. Click on this first section. So you see that when you click on that first section, let me zoom this place. We have a section here. This is the settings you are going to use, and we are saying you have to play with this because you have talked about page builder. Play with this page builder to understand more of these things. So this is the sections we want to edit, these particular sections. Having clicked on it, if I should click on this one, it is another section entirely. You can see this is another section entirely. So now when you click on these sections, when you come to this top, you can see we have big grid right in that place. Let me click on this second one. Now what do we have? We have block 1. That is to tell you that the format they use there are not the same format. So that is the design that were there. So those are the design we want to play with, we want to change, we want to interact with in order to get what we want to achieve. So how do we play with all of those design now? Let's go back to the first sections. Click on it. Click on that big view that you are seeing at the top. So it will show to you, the big view will tell you the format of the design. So if you are open to change the format of the design, you change it from that place. Let's change it and see. Let me change it to big 7. And let's see. You can see that the format has changed. So the format will not look like the one we are using before. It will not look like the one you are using before. It has changed. So, but I don't like this format. You may like it, but me, I don't like it. Let's change it back to let's change it to big 4 and see what we're having. I think this one is still okay, a little bit okay. So that is how to keep changing till you get to where you are going. That is for the format. Now, what do we need to do in this particular place in order to make our own post to reflect? When you have changed the format, there's some things you need to do. In that format that you change, you have to tell the website what you want to show in that format. What did I mean by that is this. We have changed this one to big 4 now. We have changed it to big grid 4. Now you have to come to filter. Come to the filter style. This particular place. Come to this filter. And under that filter, you will pick, because we are building a magazine website, you will have to pick which type of post did I want to show at this top. Though normally, when people view your website like this, you see at this top level, people show different categories of latest posts. They show posts that are just latest. Any posts that are latest, they show it. Any posts that are just latest, that's what they show. Latest posts of all categories. That is what they show here normally. But some people may decide that I want to show a latest post of just sports to be here. It depends on your choice. So how do you do that? You come to filter level. When you come to filter, you now click on this under categories filter. Under these categories filters, you choose the categories you want to show. Now let's change it to, before we change it, let's check this place. You can see what we are seeing now. In this particular section, you can see all the posts we are seeing. Let's change it to, let's change category to, let's change categories to entertainment. Let's change it to entertainment. You can see that the posts have changed. All the posts here have changed. They have changed to entertainment post. That is how to play with it. Let's change it to Vogue. You can see that the more we are changing it, the more it's changing the posts that will be showing. So it will be showing the posts that are under these particular categories. That is the post that we are going to be seeing whenever we upload posts in that category. That is what we are going to be seeing as the front end. But it's not advisable enough. It is advisable that you choose all. Let it show all posts. Now, when you click on all posts, sort order. What is going to be the sort order of that post? It's not going to be a highest rated view. No. It's not going to be a random post from last 7 days. No. It's not going to be a most commented. No. But you can use a feature post. Feature posts, they are posts that you tag as a features. Posts that are features. When you name it features, when you are writing the post, you will see where they will ask you to click on feature post. So when you name a post features, you can choose it. But most of the time you choose latest. It means that any post you just uploaded, will be seen in that place. Having done that, you don't need to do any other settings as a beginner. But if you want to go to the advanced level, you can play with it more. But it's not advisable to play with it on a client website when you don't understand what you are doing. So having done that, you have to go to the next level, next section, this particular section. Now, under these sections, now you have to now begin to categorize what type of posts am I seeing here. You can see that we have Fashion Week at the top. Under the Fashion Week, this one, you come there and change the Fashion Week. You don't need Fashion Week. But first, you can come to this blog again. Choose the blog you want. Blog 1, I want blog 6. Let me choose blog 6. Now I have choose blog 6. Instead of all categories, I want to make that one street fashion. So this place will only show posts of street fashions. Now under this latest, this one will be latest already. Filter type is going to be filter by categories. Filter drop down text. Filter drop down text. You can leave it at all. So now let's come back to general. Under the general of that particular place, we change it to fashion news. Instead of the Fashion Week we are seeing, you can see that we have Fashion Week, Fashion News. You can change the color to red depending on whatever you want to achieve. So having done all of those things, then click on save. Once you save, come back here and refresh our page. You can see that we now have another look. Let me go back first. This is the look we are having before. This is our look before. This place is saying Apple, right? Now let's refresh. Now and see what we are having. We have another look. No, I think it's not refreshed. Okay, home. Let's go to home. Yes, it's under home. We now have another look. You can see that we have another look. We have fashion news instead of fashion week. So this is how you are going to play with everything. But let me just help you through some things here. This is a section. This particular is a sections. This is another sections. This particular place is another sections. This particular place is another sections. This particular place is another sections. This gadget is another sections. You can see we have up to 4 or 5 sections in this place. They are all sections, so play with them, edit them, come up with something beautiful. Now let's come back here. We are not through with this particular settings. We have to do some things here. Under this limit post, you have to tell us how many posts do you want it to show. Most of the time they use 5 or 4 or 6, but highest you can say 6 posts. That means it will display 6 posts from that particular categories that we are working on. From this fashion news now, we are going to see 6 of these fashion news posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before we go to gadget world. But let's come back to this place and change it to 4. Let's change it to 4. Let's change it to 4 and see 1, 2. We have 1 fashion week. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is how to play with everything. So now let's save and come back here and refresh. You can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is all for now. Do everything like I have said. Do everything as I have said. Having done all of those things, then you now have to come back to your dashboard. And do a particular settings. After you have done all of those things, click close. You come to post. So you have to do a particular setting. When you have used that post to do all of your settings, then you have to delete all the posts. How do you delete all the posts? First, you come to this screen option. I want to show you a magic here. Come to this screen option. When you click on that, increase the number of posts to 80, so that if the post, click on apply, so that you can see all the posts at once, because the post will not be up to 80. We have 77 items, so it will not be up to 80, so that you can see them at once. Then you click on this title box, you click on bulk action, move to trash. Immediately you move it to trash, it will delete all the posts. Let me do it for you. If I should delete it, I will not be able to restore it back. It will delete all the posts, but once you deleted all the posts, all the frame are already there. You don't have to do any other things. All the frame are there already. So all the settings, they are there already. So that is all on that. If you have any question again, let me know.